No, I'm just joking. I haven't been messing with him the whole day. I'm happy for him. No one deserves it more.
He's been messing. Has that been sort of the vibe? I mean, he's got a huge contract. What have the guys been? What have you seen?
I mean, it was funny because he told me yesterday before practice, and I'm pretty grumpy in the morning, so I didn't really put two and two together of what him re-signing would actually look like. And when I saw the numbers, I was like, oh, this guy. Good for him, huh? Hey, Dawson, how you doing?
Hey, Johnny.
I hate you.
What's up?
John, what are you weighing right now?
Like 305.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your listed weight last year was 325.
Yeah, I dropped like 30 pounds around there. You know,
And
slim thick.
tell us a little about that motivation. I mean, you look trimmer.
Yeah, I just, it wasn't planned or anything. I kind of just wanted to come in healthy and lean, and I got a bike, so I was biking a lot. And next thing you know, you drink a lot of water and you lose weight. So.
Was there anything like just, do you feel better? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, my knee feels a lot better. Problem right now is I'm too quick. I'm like,
Too fast.
yeah, a little too fast. I got to slow myself down a little, pass protection wise. And
Gonna help with head protection? Just lateral?
yeah, I mean, we'll probably throw the ball like 50, 60 times. So being smaller and more conditioned will be better.
So the biking, Dion does a lot of biking.
Well, so I got one of these Quiet Cats. It's kind of like a motorized. It's an electric bike, but like you can like it goes from 0 to 5, and you can like go up and down. So if you're going up a hill, you put that thing on 5, get you a nice little rest. But besides that, just been. I got it's a bike, and I got like what's that? A tow. What's that? This is something my daughter can sit in the back, right? So we just be going through the forest and stuff like that.
Little buggy thing?
Yeah, and it's a little dangerous. But, she got a helmet on.
A lot of miles to get a good workout on that?
I mean, so from where I live, I know I went from, what's that park that we ran up those hills?
Oh, it's the sledding hill with the chestnut.
Yeah, so I went from Birdsong to Chestnut and back, and we went through the whole park. I almost died, but thank God,
Made it.
I got an electric bike, so.
We saw Tommy Doyle get a lot of good reps out there with the first team today. What have been your impressions with him? And when you've lined up next to him, I mean, how has he kind of answered the challenge for a 5th-round pick, first training camp?
Yeah.
To be
Well, him and Spencer, they're both two really good tackles, and I tell Bean, I mess with Bean a lot, so I told him you guys did a great job. Those two guys, they had the right mindset. I try to rattle Spencer as much as I can, and he just smiles dumbly and does what I say. And it's like he's, well, you know me. I just call him names and call him stupid, and then he's like, yeah. I was like, but no, he's really smart, and so is Tommy. Right now they just got to work on trusting themselves, because they are very smart, and they do see what's happening before plays sometimes, and sometimes it's just taking the next step and trusting yourself, and then doing your technique off of what you actually do see.
We know how much you guys probably miss Dion, the player.
Yes.
How much do you miss the guy? I mean, he's such a big part of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as fun around without Dion. He's always cracking a joke, or just his smile, just no man. He's always saying something or doing something funny. So we definitely miss him.
For both. Sorry, go ahead.
What was Titan University like for you? Things that you worked on, learned over there, relationships, the world?
Oh, yeah, it was awesome. I mean, it was tight ends from every team in the league. It was put on by Greg Olson, George Kittle, and Travis Kelce. And they did a great job. I mean, there were some awesome sponsors. We didn't pay for anything. We got in the film room for a couple hours every day, got on the whiteboards, worked some field work for about an hour and a half, 2 hours every day. But it was awesome just seeing what each different guy is good at, and just taking little pieces of everybody's game and trying to apply that to myself, whether it's a release, or whether it's a top of a route or something in the pass protection world. But I'd say I learned the most from Greg Olson. I mean, he's like a professor of football. He's so smart, and he
Where'd he
knows
go
what
to
he's
college?
doing. I don't know, but anyways, he's the man. So it was really fun. I mean, we spent some good time at Topgolf. You know, it was fun just kind of getting to know each other off the field too. Did he go to Miami? I don't know. But you, yeah.
Dawson, have you seen some of that work translate in the first 2 weeks here?
Yeah, I learned a whole lot of release techniques. That's kind of the one thing that stuck with me. Like, you know, whether it's press man, you know, I got inside leverage on an in-breaking route, or it's, you know, if I got a man off and a second level safety, you know, how to break on certain cuts. I mean, it's just, there were a lot of different intricate things that I'd never really learned. There's some drills that I do to warm up, whether it's catching the ball or, you know, running speed cuts or anything like that. I mean, there was a whole lot. I got a notebook probably with 3 or 4 full pages of notes that we learned from each guy. Darren Waller spent like an hour on a 5-yard choice route. But I mean, there's just a full list of things that I learned, and it was really fun. I think we're doing it again next year, so it'll be good.
So guys aren't afraid about sharing trade secrets? I mean, you guys are competing out there. I mean, everyone's sharing their secrets in there?
Well, it's just all about elevating the position. You know, if you got another guy in your room that's, you know, making you better, that's competing with you, it's just going to elevate the whole room. You know, if, you know, no matter who we bring into our room, no matter who's on a different team, we're trying to be the best at our craft. And if you can help a younger guy, if an older guy can give a younger guy a tip, I think that just, you know, makes everybody better, just pushes everybody to get to that next level.
Typically this time of year, the offense is behind the defense. It doesn't look like it's that case here. Why do you think that is the case for both of you guys, the offense being kind of ahead of the curve?
I just feel like most of us have been in the system now. This is my 3rd year. I don't think anyone up in the ones besides like E. I think everyone's been in at least 2 years. So we're not coming into camp. We're not, you know, learning the playbook. We're so many steps ahead, and you know how Dabes likes to do it. As soon as one code word is in, all of them are in. So right now, pretty much all our playbooks been in since day 4. Probably.
Yeah.
Advantage is that, Dawson?
Oh, it's huge. As I came in as a rookie, I mean, going from my college playbook to what I had my rookie year, it was going from, you know, high school math to college calculus like that. I mean, my head was spinning. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just trying to line up the right way. But now, having a couple years under our belts with the same system, Dave just keeps adding little things on top of each other, and it just, I mean, the versatility we have is crazy. We can do a whole drive with 5 wideouts, and then next possession bring in 3 tight ends. You know, it's just the versatility we have. I think that's what's giving us a little edge right now.
You talk about your like physical, how you feel physically and the confidence level you have. 2020, it seems like you were doing nothing but rehabbing.
Yeah.
Like every day of the year for 2020.
Yeah.
I mean, it never stopped.
Yeah, I mean, so my
January,
first year here, I played with a torn rotator cuff with my left shoulder, and then, you know, had surgery in January for that, and then COVID hit, so I was rehabbing that by myself until like
have a normal
April.
off-season.
Yeah.
That's a straight
Yeah,
deal,
it's been huge. I think that's why I lost so much weight, and just to be able to work on myself, and with that extra time I took, not coming back for OTAs and stuff, I feel as healthy as I've been, and I mean, I feel like the way I've been playing practice represents that.
Hey, Dawson, third year for you now is traditionally everyone considers that third year kind of a big one in a player's career. Where do you stand, again, confidence level, bringing that up? Where do you feel going into this third year?
I mean, kind of like what I touched on earlier, just having 2 full years under your belt in the same offense is crucial, especially for me. Just, you know, instead of thinking and racking my brain like, oh, where do I line up? What route do I have? It's, oh, what's the defense doing? How can I read the, you know, second level safeties rotating? How can I read a linebacker's leverage? Just little things like that, and knowing the progression that Josh is on, like if he's looking at me first or third, you know, because there's, you know, I've been learning like there's such thing as being open too early. He might not be looking at you yet. just kind of knowing those little steps and knowing how to kind of critique my game that way is going to be big. But I mean, just going into year 3 in the same system is awesome, kind of like what Jon touched on.
Dawson, you spent a lot of time with Josh in the offseason. How much was the contract on his mind?
Oh, we never even talked about it. I mean, yeah, that was never really on his mind. He's just, I mean, he's a baller. He didn't, it seemed like he didn't care if he got extended this year or next year or after his 5th year. I mean, he's just going to go out and make plays regardless. And I love how he talks about it too. You know, we didn't pay him for what he has done. We're paying him for, you know, what he's going to do over the next few years in Buffalo. So he's really excited for that.
Money sometimes changes, guys. This would be for either of you. You've seen it, whether teammates or what. Why do you believe it won't with Josh?
I think it'll change my Christmas gift. Like we talked about, I always joke with them that I'm an offensive lineman half the time, so maybe I should get half the gift that they get. But I mean, it's not going to change Josh. You could pay him $150. He's going to go out and ball out. But I mean, you're not going to be able to tell with him.
Dawson, piggybacking off of Sal's question about your mindset for year 3, what has been your evaluation of your training camp so far, and what have you been focusing on? We heard in OTAs what you worked on in the off season with that hand-eye coordination coach.
Yeah, it's just stacking good days on good days, carrying on what we did from OTAs. You know, that the hand-eye coach in California was awesome. His name was Ryan Harrison. Spent a good 6 weeks with him. Yeah, shout out Ryan. But just, I mean, taking one day at a time, working on one little thing every day to, you know, I've always said I want to be a good, well-rounded tight end. I don't ever want to come off the field, whether I got to pass protect or whether I got to go run around against a corner. But I want to be that 3-down tight end. So it's just kind of working on every single aspect of that game, just to keep stacking those days on top of each other.
You definitely got better at blocking.
Thank you. I've been watching your tape a little bit.
Jon, we've seen obviously on Twitter your tweets, some of the other guys reacting as well. What has the reaction been to Josh's contract in the room, and what's the reception been like for you guys to him?
So going back to when I said, like, when he told me before practice, and really, you know, we hugged, and I was like, oh, congratulations, and then I didn't really think about it until I was coming back here to, we have like 1:30 meeting, so I had to go home, take my dog out, and come back. So on my way back, I was just, as I parked, I saw the tweet, and I was like, I started getting teary-eyed, because, I mean, Josh is such a good person, and a dude that came from nothing, little farmer, and I know his mom and dad, they're great people, and to see coming in when he was a second-year dude who was raw and just a little feisty and just wanted to go at everyone's neck and win, to see him do what he's doing now and to get paid like he should, and I'm happy for him.